And we're live. It's Sunday Pour, live exclusively on YouTube here on Thursday nights, summer Thursdays. Of course, we're back doing our Monday, Thursday night football live shows once the season gets started. Getting a little bit of the itch for football, but then Yankees Red Sox comes to town, and it's like, all right, this is what I've been waiting
Oh yeah, live for the ninth inning here. Yanks up 6-5, clinging to dear life for dear
for. Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Garrett Cole in line for the win.
Devers continues to own Cole. Just absolutely owns him. It's mine. He's mine. His mind is boggled. My mind is boggled. He just absolutely owns him.
Cole's mind is mush. Cole's
Yeah,
mind is he's on a different planet when Devers comes up.
yeah, or or if Billy Crystal is out there throwing the first pitch, right? Yeah, he's got some issues. What?
Oh, that might be it. The game may have started a few
Right,
minutes
might have been
late.
ceremony. Yeah. What do you make now? Judge and Rizzo both sitting out tonight.
Well,
Normally,
Rizzo, it's his third game in a row. He's got some back stiffness.
right. I thought they'd be getting him ready just to come up here, though. Figured this would be the game to come back for, you know.
Yeah, I think they're just they're playing it very cautious. Judge, I have no idea. I mean, he was fine last night. Hit a grand slam. He did. Did he die for a ball last night or something? And I remember saying to myself, like, "Oh, there's something." But yeah, I don't. They're just playing it cautious. I wish he was playing, but I mean, I don't want to. You have
How
the
long?
luxury of a 14 game lead, so you got to take advantage of it a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of took it as a little bit of an FU to Boston. Like, we don't really need to play in years past, I'd be like, rest and bullshit, you know? But in this
Yeah.
case, it's kind of like, fuck you guys. You guys can't keep up with us. We don't need to have our guys out there. We're going to take care of it. There's Glaber dumping one in, 2-out single in the ninth. We'll figure it out. And then Donaldson comes out to grand slam, Hicks with the grand slam, a triple. And
Um,
Hicks' run in that triple is the lead run right now. So
oh,
both of them so
the
far.
Trevino rope double.
Yeah, smoked it.
They actually changed it to a E3. No love for Frenchie Cordero from the hometown score. I'm sure Ortiz would have been calling up. Of course, Ortiz didn't play the field, so he won't be calling
Yeah,
up on a he won't be calling up on an error. But on
yeah.
something else, he'd be in the dugout bitching and moaning.
Right. If he had a hit turned over to an error, he'd be calling about it. Yeah.
There'd be hell to pay.
Oh yeah, you don't mess with that guy.
He'd be in the back
I don't.
trash in the locker room, Chris Sale style.
Oh man. Yeah. It is rough though when it's like George is sitting down and Gallo's out there still. Just an absolute hole in the lineup. No, he had a home run yesterday, but he just,
Wow.
he just stinks.
Well, he also came up yesterday, second and third, or first and third. There's a runner on third, one out, which I call like the worst possible situation that Joey Gallo could ever be put in. I
Yep.
mean, last year I was in Aruba, and I probably told the story before, but it's worth telling. Like every time it comes up, I'd had a few obviously, and I was watching Sunday Night Baseball, and Joey Gallo hit a sac fly, and it said it was the first sac fly of his
Yeah.
career, and I
Yeah.
just couldn't I couldn't get my head around. Like that's not possible. He's been in the league like 8 years.
And these drinks, jeez, they're strong.
Yeah,
They're
it
funny,
just. I mean, come on, didn't make any sense. But I did get mad at. I'll get back to Gallo. It's not even worth talking about Gallo because it's just like you just throw the guy a high fastball and like why would you ever throw him anything over the plate? All right, we'll get back to Gallo. But what bothered me about Cole is after Cordero made that error, first pitch next inning, he put one in the gap. And I was
Yeah.
like, you can't let that fucking
Yeah.
asshole redeem himself on the first pitch.
Yeah.
You should have struck him out and sent him back to the dugout to Boo Birds.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to play him the whole weekend, man. He got a 4-game series. Let's mess with his confidence a little bit. Don't let him get it back like that.
And I know Pilecki swung at that third strike, which turned out to be ball 4. But nibbling around Kevin Pilecki, that's if they lose this game, I think that might be the at bat that I look at.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what got the bat in Devers' hand at that point.
Right, because he's owning the leadoff hitter, this kid Duran.
Yeah.
The only way Devers hits in that inning is if he lets 9 or 1 get on, which is what he did. He walks Pilecki, and then I mean Devers is a freak. I mean he's just like he's the one guy. Like Bogaerts is very good. He's probably going to be going after the season. JD Martinez is obviously dangerous. Verdugo's a pain in the ass, but Devers is just like Devers wrecks games. It's fucking, it's ridiculous, man. He's like Ortiz light. Like you just can't. If there's a way to pitch around him, like you got to do it. Obviously, in that spot there, you're not pitching around him because you're not bringing Mark JD up as a tying run.
Yeah.
So like, and Cole's your ace. It's like, come on, go out there and get the fucking guy out one time.
Yeah.
But like Devers is just that guy where it's just like, I don't know. I'll face any other guy in this lineup, but
I mean, he hit a was it a 1-0 changeup to the outside corner?
I thought it was off the end of the bat. I got fooled a little bit. I was like, all right, it's in the park, and then it just it was a bomb. Like it wasn't even close. Yeah,
he crushed. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I was totally fooled by that. I'm like, no, that's not a pitch you hit out of the park, and it was a bomb.
Nah, if you're going dead center, it's usually like fat part of the bat. You square it up. Like that pitch isn't supposed to be hit. And
that's when it goes out when you own the guy, and that's when you get in that guy's head. Basically, that's just you own him. You're super confident. This guy is wondering just how the hell he can get you out, and that's the pitch that you hit out. And the guy just chicken said till the next time.
And I wanted Cole in this game. I wanted him either in one of these games because last week at some point it looked like he wasn't going to line up with this series. But I wanted him like Thursday night, Friday night in Fenway. And I want him, I don't know if he's going to line up for next weekend. It looks like he might not. But like I want him against the Red Sox in the stadium next weekend when they come in for, I don't know if it's 3 or 4 next week heading into the break, I guess. Yeah. I want Cole, especially in Fenway. Like we have 2 more trips to Fenway. I want Cole in like a hostile environment. Night game when the crowd's all juiced up. I want him because I just like he's gonna get the ball either way in October in those spots. But like the Red Sox right now have the 3rd best record in the American League. Like, there's a very good chance you have to play them. In the divisional round, and Cole's gonna have to beat them once, if not twice. So he's got to figure it out. Like,
you're absolutely right. Yeah.
So that's why I want him every. I mean, the Yankees have a fucking 14-game lead. Like, there's not gonna be many big games the rest of the way. It's just gonna be like measuring stick games, like when we play Boston, when we play Houston, you know, Toronto and Tampa. Like, how do we match up with those teams? And it's gonna be like kind of like dress rehearsals for October. So I want to see the best guys. Cole, you know, I'm interested to see all the guys. Nestor this weekend. Tyon, who's gotten hit a little bit. Montgomery, like that's what we have right now. It's I mean, it's a great problem to have.
Yeah, I'm starting to like get a little concerned about the possibility of a letdown in October. I mean, what else can I do at this point?
Well, I mean, it's been let down for 12 years in a row, basically.
Yeah, so. Exactly. You got all hyped up for a team, and they're having a season like this, and you're concerned about then like a guy like Tyon goes out there.
This fucking tie-dye asshole.
Can this?
Is that Alex Verdugo's big brother?
Sit down. Yanni Verdugo.
Sit down, Rando. Yeah, but that's a good problem to have. Like if you look at the way they entered the playoffs the last 2 years, like neither team the last 2 years felt like a playoff team. I'd rather be the team with the bullseye with all the expectations.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that, but it's just like you said, this team has not done it before. So
I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to believe it until they do it. I can't envision them winning it. No.
Hey, yeah, that's true. But you know what? But that's how it happens, though, is they exceed expectations. And this man right here, Aaron Boone, blows your mind away. Aaron Hicks blows your mind away. And guys you don't trust end up being guys that you love forever because they come through when it matters the most and out of nowhere. So you're right.
I mean,
You
listen,
can't believe it until it happens, but that's every team that ever wins it. You don't believe it until it happens.
right? Crowd is on their feet for the Frenchie Cordero redemption story. Where's Bobby Dahlbeck?
I don't know.
Oh, that's what they're asking right now. If I had to guess, they're probably bigger Dahlbeck fans than Cordero, but that's just a hunch. Just a hunch. I ran to a guy in Newport when I was in Newport, and he was like, I kind of like Dahlbeck. Red Sox fan.
Yeah, of course he does.
Because he was asking me about Rizzo. I was like, oh, I love Rizzo. Great, love that he came back. Like, I don't know, I kind of like that. I can't even do his accent. I kind of like Dahlbeck, bro.
Over Rizzo?
Not over Rizzo. I think he's just talking himself into
yeah,
Bobby Dahlbeck.
He still is talking himself into it.
Yeah. But no, I mean, the 09 team had killers on it from like the dynasty years, like Jeter and Mo and all them, and I didn't even trust that team.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not going to trust this team on a this team full of guys who Clay first base ball game. All right.
There it is. All right.
First one's in the books.
4 in. There you go.
We're not getting swept.
No, I want to see him just destroy this team this weekend. I really do. I won't be happy if they split. I will not be happy. I want 3 minimum.
Yeah, I mean that would definitely be ideal. I'm like what I'm looking at this weekend is the pitching, starting pitch number 1, because I mean I've been on record even when people were like just throwing bouquets at the pitching staff, like this is the greatest pitching staff ever. I was like, I want another start. Get me Luis Castillo. Who, I mean, he's unproven too. He's an ace on a bad team, but
yeah,
like I don't know. There's just my guard is up with the pitching. Maybe just because that's just like PTSD from all the Cashman Yankee teams of yesteryear that just fall apart. Jarrett Wright, all those guys, Javi Vasquez, Kevin Brown. I mean, there's a million examples, but I don't know. I mean, I want everything. I want a starting pitcher. I want a relief pitcher. I want a corner outfielder. Obviously, it's not all ideal, but I mean, I'll sign me up for all those things.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, no, the pitching staff I could see.
A little bit of fat we could trim too on the team.
It's back to Gallo. You can't hang on to him forever, man. You just can't. It's impossible to. He's got to go at some point. He has to. It's either a
official scores anymore. So
I don't know who it. You were frozen for a second there.
I don't know. I was talking. I don't know if I said David Ortiz was hacking into our system. He can't fuck with the official scorers anymore.
No, I was
starting pitching.
Well, you said you could cut some fat in the team, and I got back to Gallo.
Oh yeah, we can get back to Gallo, sure.
Who he won't last much past the All-Star break, I don't think. And if it's not a trade situation, they got to release him, right? He cannot be on this team making a playoff run with his approach. He's an absolute hole in the lineup, and every at bat is gigantic in October.
DFA him is the way to go if you can't trade him. All you need to know about Gallo is this. And this is like the frustrating thing is where it almost feels like politics, like it's just one big game of propaganda from the Yankees. Miguel Andujar comes up, he hits 5th in the lineup.
Yep.
Gallo plays basically like part-time now, and he bats 9th.
Yeah.
Andujar bats 5th. He's a big part of the lineup when he comes up. And obviously Andujar has options, so that's why he's sending him down. But it just doesn't make sense. Your eyes tell you if the aliens landed and they watched both of those guys, they'd be like, yeah, that guy's better, Andujar, clearly.
Yeah.
Why is
or the aliens wonder maybe they're missing some of the intricacies of the game, why the guy Gallo's playing, despite having a much worse.
Right. They may have a hard time like struggling. Like everything they do know about baseball, little they do know, is gonna kind of like be set back by watching Gallo.
By watching
and
Joe, yeah.
It's like maybe I don't have the grasp that I thought I had on this game.
I mean, he's ruined lifelong baseball fans. Lifelong baseball fans don't think they think the game has passed them by, with the Joey Gallo still getting thrown out there every night.
Yeah, they're making sure he's not the guy.
Wow.
It'd be a different story if they didn't have the lead they have.
Yeah. Well, they'd be shopping him a lot more aggressively. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't even think it's him being the guy anymore. I think it's just can he get hot so we can say, look, he still's got something in the tank. Can we get something back for him? I don't know who would want him, but Texas come back.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's an expiring contract, but that doesn't even mean anything in baseball. It's not like the NBA where there's like a salary cap. So yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah, I would just drop him. Nobody's gonna take him off your hands. Nobody's gonna do that favor for the New York Yankees.
Who would claim him is the question.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know if anybody would want him.
No, because if you're Moneyball, Joey Gallo can make Moneyball the sequel. How we traded for Joey Gallo, made a run in 2025. Yeah, no, I mean it's over for Gallo. You can't be getting big at bats in the postseason. It's crazy.
All right. So, yeah, anything else in the Yanks for tonight?
I mean, Hal had like a press conference this week or an interview. I just saw like the headline from it. He said something like, "Judge, it's a two-way street." Like he just says like generic shit. He just says generic shit. Like we may have to give him a record offer.
Oh, he's right. That's probably what it has to be.
Yeah, just go back in your hole. Fucking doofus.
So, all right. Well, I want to talk a little bit.
Kendall Roy.
I gotta rewind a little bit and do a little bit of recap of the weekend.
Sure.
Not really a recap, but we were at a party on the 4th, and there's an ice cream truck, and we're obviously two big connoisseurs of ice cream.
Oh yeah, always in my freezer,
and especially the classics of the old Good Humor truck. The truck claimed that the toasted almond bars were discontinued.
It was like the talking point of the party. It almost got overshadowed by the 5 and 3-year-old who were the guests of honor.
It was. Now, one, heartbreaking. Okay, like it blew my mind that they would ever do this. I don't know why you do it. That's, to me, those things are cream of the crop. I also feel like we talk about how in a nuclear explosion, it's cockroaches and Twinkies. I feel like if there was a sealed cooler someplace, somehow those would survive as well. They've been around since like the 30s. Well, they're not going anywhere. Now, I looked it up to find out like when and why it happened. I can't find anything on this anywhere. I'm not sure it is true. So we have to find an ice cream truck this year, a random one, and see if we can find it, and then get some. This should be news, right? See if we can find it someplace. We got to see if it's available, because I don't see it anywhere, man.
Yeah, you would think that would have made the rounds, that story. I mean, that's a big story. It's one of the original, what is it, like 5 original Good Humor bars? Like the ones that, chocolate eclair, strawberry shortcake. I had a bite of the strawberry shortcake. They still got it. You know what they didn't have? You know what they did not have?
What's that?
I don't know if this one. I always considered this one like one of the staples of Good Humor. Remember the bar? It was like a chocolate bar that had like I think it was called a Candy Center Crunch. It had like a chocolate bar in the middle of it. It might be called a Candy Center Crunch.
Okay.
I had my eye out for that, and they didn't have that.
I don't know the name of it, but
I think it's Candy Center Crunch. That was in my
okay.
rotation growing up from the Ice Cream Man.
Okay. Well, I went to the Good Humor website, and it says you could buy now, but it can't find it in any stores in our area. So, good sign, not a good sign.
We canceled Toasted Almond. Great job, everyone. Great job, millennials.
Yeah, really bad job all around.
Nut allergy? Is there any nuts in Toasted Almond? I don't even know what
Yeah.
Toasted Almond is. It's just
Almond.
fucking great.
Chocolate.
I know, but it's just like, what is it, like almond with milk and cream? It's like, I don't even care what it is. It's great. Whenever we get cupcakes from the cupcake place in town, my number one I make sure I have is Toasted Almond. That's like, I have to have that.
Phenomenal.
It's just I found Toasted Almond ice cream last summer or 2 summers ago when I was away in Mystic, and I was like, I have to get to. It's just
Bill Seafood, the restaurant, the ice cream place up there has it. Phenomenal.
You see Toasted Almond anything, and you're like, yeah. I'll try it.
You know, I'm on this I'm on the Good Humor website, and everything below the Toasted Almond product is all complaints about like poor quality when they bought it. Now, you know, and I'm looking at the pictures. It's pretty.
Of the Toasted Almond?
Yeah, like this half-assed Toasted Almond.
I mean, I had a bite of the strawberry shortcake that my wife had. It was tremendous. It was like nice and solid. Choco Taco, I know you had one of those. That was great. There was no complaints from anyone on the quality of ice cream.
No.
From that good humor person. So
the Choco Taco, the one bite took me back, man. Like immediately, it was like Pavlov's dog. I just took me right back to my childhood.
Yeah,
phenomenal. Better than I remember. It was so good, so good.
Were you like? Did you have you had like a 5 or 6 man rotation on the ice cream truck, kind of that you went to?
I don't really know. That's a good question. The ice cream truck. I don't remember going to ice cream trucks a lot. Like as a thing when I was a kid, it was always kind of a special event when it came around. So I don't know if I had.
We had a guy. We had a good humor man that lived like probably walking distance of my house. So like he was always around in the summer.
Like Seymour Cassell from.
Yeah, this guy looked like a creep, but he was a staple of the neighborhood. He was like a little like older guy, glasses, like a little heavier set, but like he was just the ice cream man.
You're a survivor of whatever he was up to.
It's like without him being the ice cream man, I don't know how much respect he's getting in society, but he was our ice cream man, and you know what I mean. To us, he was a legend.
He had the music, good the music you knew. That's always one when you hear that in your neighborhood.
He had the bell. Well, there was other ice cream man too in the neighborhood.
I do want to point out something before you go. Around the 5-minute mark, your mic started acting up again. Just want to point out to the audience, we know it's a problem. We're looking for, trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
I don't know. It's new headphones and everything. I don't know.
Bizarre.
5 minutes in. Fucking internet.
5-minute mark. Yep. Yeah. So you had a lot of guys coming around your neighborhood because we hardly had any guys.
The good humor guy was like the number one guy, but there was definitely like a Mr. Softy. They played the song. Yeah, like at the Little League field. There was definitely more than one.
Always at the Little League fields. Oh,
but the good humor guy stood above all.
He's the king of the ice cream truck.
Yeah, you heard the bell. Like,
yeah,
my stepfather, big ice cream guy, like he'd always go running for the ice cream. Like he just I don't know. There's just a charm about the ice cream man that I don't see any anymore, really.
Yeah.
And I'm on a dead end street. It's like a good street. I think I may have actually heard one recently, but I didn't go outside.
Yeah, it's tough. I haven't lived on really good ice cream, like not big neighborhood streets where there's a lot of kids out there playing that you would just drive down randomly.
Yeah, when I was growing up, like my neighborhood was a lot of kids. We were always outside, basketball, like elementary schools all around. So like it was perfect. It was prime picking for an ice cream man.
Yeah, guy knew what he was doing.
Or a sex offender, both. If you're both, you were really
Well,
hitting a home run.
Knew what he was doing. Either way, really.
Yeah, I survived.
Know your audience or your target.
But yeah, I never went for like the fruity, like the kids always. I don't know. This is probably like younger than me, obviously, because I saw kids at the party who were kids, like the SpongeBob's and the Ninja Turtles, and
so the SpongeBob is above all of them, man. It is excellent. SpongeBob is great.
You have had SpongeBob?
Yeah, that's the only one of those I've ever had. I didn't ever even watch SpongeBob, and one time I got that. I don't remember why.
Yeah,
I just got it to try it. Phenomenal. It's like a lemony type flavor to it.
Oh, okay. Maybe one day I'll give it a shot. But I'm usually not a big fan of like the fruity.
It's good. It's not Italian ice, but it's the thing I could liken it to. It's like Italian ice sorbet type flavor.
Mm-hmm. Palate cleanser.
Plus you get like the grape gumball eyeballs.
Yeah.
Which are frozen. Which frozen gum is never good, but it still gives it a whirl.
Big hit, that SpongeBob, the cartoon.
It's great. I called that one, man. If I was like a talent scout for ice cream, I had that one probably when it first came out years ago.
No, I meant the actual show.
Oh yeah, it is.
Like people like they're always using like the memes on Twitter and shit. Like I don't know if it's just people like the memes or like the TV show. Like, people actually grew up watching it.
I think people really like SpongeBob.
I've never seen an episode of SpongeBob, and I know more than I would know about most shows that I've never seen an episode of.
I think it was like a kid show that I see one or two episodes.
Krusty Krab. Krusty Krab, he works there, right? He flips burgers.
He works there. He frequents there. I don't know.
Yeah, like how do I know that? Like, it's crazy.
There's a neighboring burger place. There's a little bit of a rivalry there. I don't know the full story.
Squidworm is a guy.
Squidworm's involved. Yes. But I feel like it was like a kid show with like a little bit of adult humor in it that maybe resonated to preteen kids.
Yeah, it wasn't quite like Adult Swim material. It was a notch or two below Robot Chicken.
Right, it was made for kids that kind of snuck in. It was kind of like, I don't know. There's some old movies that are like that where they're made for kids, but it's got some stuff for the adults in them.
Ghostbusters.
And Ghostbusters just comes to mind because I saw the movie 1,000 times before I even got half the jokes.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
There's something about it. I think something about that maybe resonates with people. I have no idea. But that was a little bit after my time, Nickelodeon wise. Nintendo.
Oh yeah. It was decent amount after my time too. So with the ice cream, we touched on Choco Taco. That was in my rotation.
Yep.
Strawberry shortcake, a little bit down on the scale, but that was in my rotation. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Chocolate eclair, toasted almond was my number one.
Yep.
But the one that was probably, I don't know if it was the best ice cream, but like you had to go for it if you were a wrestling fan, were the wrestling bars. And it actually was a really good ice cream.
Was it a sandwich or what was the wrestling one?
So the wrestling one, it was on a stick, and it was like 80% ice cream, but there was like a cookie layer on top of it. And the real appeal was there was a different wrestler on each bar, so you didn't know who you were getting.
Yeah,
it could be like Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah,
Sid Vicious. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it actually was a pretty good candy bar too. That cookie layer on top of the ice cream was pretty money.
Ice cream was vanilla.
Definitely vanilla.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I mean, it's a half a Chipwich.
Yeah, Chipwich is another good one.
That was probably my go-to was a Chipwich. That was probably my number one when I was a kid, the Chipwich.
I feel like you can get a Chipwich. Like you see Chipwiches a lot though in convenience stores.
Yeah. But even still, I'm not shopping when I'm a kid, so I see them there.
No, I know. I'm just saying it. I don't. Chipwich is excellent.
Yeah.
I don't consider that Ice Cream Man exclusive.
That's fair. That's fair.
Although I think
Yeah.
you can get most of these though. Like I think at like the convenience store I go to, there's a lot of these that
Something
are
about
right
it.
there in front.
If you get the right one and it's like not too, if you get like a one that's totally frozen, impossible to eat, you're gnawing at it for hours. Maybe that's why you shouldn't bring it home because in your own freezer it's too much, too frozen, tough to bite into. If you get it at the Ice Cream Man, maybe it's it's got a little bit of gift to it. Those nice cookies on the outside, ice cream on the inside, those chips around the outside. Just, I mean, you
Yeah,
can't do any better than that.
yeah. No, it's
That
it's an
everything
excellent way to consume ice cream.
And plus, if I'm home, if I don't have an ice cream sandwich, I love to make my own ice cream sandwich. You got a couple Chips Ahoy's, throw some ice cream in there, bam. Make a little platter.
Your own little Chipwich.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
The homemade, like, I mean, you could just like you turn into like Heisenberg in the kitchen with ice cream, man. You could just really get ahead of yourself, especially if you like smoke a number, and it's just like all bets are off, man.
I recently did mint chocolate chip ice cream between two Thin Mints. Oh,
okay.
Really, it's next level. I went from here to here. It was phenomenal.
I'm not a big mint chocolate chip guy.
But you like the Thin Mints, right?
I do in the freezer, yeah. I'll fire a sleeve back, yeah.
Yeah. But so imagine that, a little thin layer of the mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah, I would try it. I wouldn't put my nose up at it.
Thank you. I could probably do a chocolate ice cream in there too. Probably wouldn't be too bad. Right? I mean, any ice cream is probably fun.
Oh yeah, I mean, I like to go a little. I always have like Friendly's is usually 2 for $5, so I usually have like a chocolate variety and then something a little different in the freezer. And then I'll like 2 in the same bowl, a little mixture. I have everything in my fridge to make a sundae: whipped cream, hot fudge. Like I don't know what you're doing if you don't have that. Like
yeah, you got to have the makings. Do
it's just some nuts. Cream. If I want nuts, yeah.
I was on the list.
It's just it's like my number one like vice, just like junk food. Like if you want to just
that's probably that's maybe
junk food vice.
We'll
narrow it down.
We're half hour into the show. We do not have enough time to get into your vices ahead of ice cream.
Nah, it's top 5. Yeah. What were there was one? So there was one ice cream that used to trying to find it online now. People used to fucking love it. It used to drive me nuts.
I should that you despise people for liking.
Yeah, it was one of the ones that used to go in there with a spoon.
Like those Rita's ices.
No, those are fine. Those are Italian ices. Those are fine.
What else you use a spoon for?
I don't know, but I just feel like if you're going to the ice cream man, like you got to eat it with your hand, not a stick.
Or sandwich.
Or yeah, exactly. You got to use. I don't think like a spoon should be involved. Yeah, or one of those fucking dumb fucking. Those wooden things. Those are garbage.
Oars. Yeah. The canoe oars.
Fucking cut your tongue out of it. It's disgusting. You end up chewing on it like a fucking animal when you're done.
Wow. Goes without saying. You do the same thing with the stick of a lollipop too, or of ice cream bar too. Chewing on it.
Yeah, no, I know. Fucking joke on the end of it.
I don't know what else. I don't know. Was that the spoon? Was the oar?
I think it was. Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I can't think of anything that had other than an ice. I don't know what it was. Oh well, sometimes you got like those little cups, and it was always when somebody bought them for all the kids. You get like a bunch of vanilla and a bunch of chocolate and throw them to all the kids, like probably $1 each or something.
Those I liked.
You just peel the top off.
No, those are good. I'll bust out the wooden spoon for those.
You are all over the place.
Yeah.
This ice cream. Yeah, I threw you for a loop there.
I think it was maybe it was a screwball. Is that what it was?
A screwball. All right, I gotta look up what a screwball is.
Did they have screwballs the other day?
I haven't seen a screwball.
You'll know it if you see it. It's in like a little triangular.
No, I'm looking at it now. I haven't seen a screwball anywhere. Like in real life.
Oh, if I'm going fruity, I'd probably go like a snow cone. That's good on a hot summer day. You get out of the pool and you go to the ice cream man.
Snow cone, that's like shaved ice with flavoring in it. That's a classic. That's a classic outside of the good humor realm.
Yes. Absolutely. What about the firecrackers?
Those are the red, white, and blue ones?
Yeah, I was never really into those.
Yeah, but those are classics. Keep them around. You have to keep them around.
No, yeah, you gotta keep them around. I'm not a Nazi. Did you ever get into Flintstone push pops?
I've had a couple in my day, but I wouldn't go back to that well.
Yeah, I loved them as a kid, but I'm not proud of it. I wouldn't go back either. I mean, there was something about that push pop I loved, but like you can't eat it when you're in your 30s.
No.
If you do, you gotta be like alone in the kitchen, dark.
That's
2 a.m.
Maybe that's the last place punishment for fantasy league. You have to have a Flintstones push pop
live on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. I have a
they did have Klondike bars, which I never really considered an ice cream man treat.
Yeah,
but I mean, who doesn't like a Klondike bar?
That's a freezer. That's a definite freezer one. The Klondike bars are excellent.
Yeah, those could go wrong in the freezer though too. If they go, sometimes they get a little soft.
Yeah, happens.
But they're not. Klondike bars are excellent. Most varieties of Klondike bars are good.
Here's another one. Just those classic ice cream sandwiches. The chocolate, the rectangular with the chocolate and the ice cream inside.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like you get like the little chocolate on your fingers. Delicious.
Yeah, you scrape it off. Yeah, those were a staple in your fridge growing up. You didn't even need the ice cream man for that. You just went right inside for those.
Yeah, I think I got to pick some of those up. I got to pick up half the
full size.
Come on, it's not amateur.
None of those miniature ones used to. Come on, miniature ones used to piss me off.
I can't find. Yeah, what do you even do? What's the point? Jeez. I cannot find anything that needs a spoon. And there's a million different things here. Oh, the Sunday cone was always good. That might have been my second go-to. Like the cone.
Oh, the drumstick?
Yeah.
Drumsticks are good. Drumsticks are really good. I was going to get a drumstick too the other day, but I was like, Choco Taco's is like a better version of that.
Yeah. It's very true. It's very much the same. And
they sell. I don't know if you ever had it. I don't think I've ever had it. I've walked past it in the freezer aisle a million times, like at BJ's. They have it's like a Kit Kat's version of a drumstick. Like it's got to be good. Has to be good.
Version of a drumstick. Damn.
It's like a Kit Kat drumstick. I mean, I don't know exactly what it's called, but
I've clicked on like 10 of these, like good humor, best good humor, rank good humor, and they're all different. I mean, like the top ones are all on there, but there's like the one I'm looking at has a Twix bar and a Pink Panther bar. The one previous had like a Dora the Explorer bar, and
I think that just says
like
I've come away. That's all you need to know about good humor.
I've come away from this wanting to try more ice cream bars I knew existed.
Yeah. That'll happen. I mean,
phenomenal.
It's just
for fruity, you wouldn't go with the ice pops that you could pull apart, the twofer there?
If it's what no.
Not for you. That's a freezer ice cream.
Yeah, nah, I'm not.
Not an ice pop guy in general.
I would just have if I'm going popsicle, I'd like a nice Welch's grape.
Wow, jeez.
I'd rather have just a fudge pop.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, those are. What's
You
it
could
called?
eat like you got to have like 3 of those if you're gonna have
A fudgesicle.
fudgicle, whatever.
Yeah, those are phenomenal.
Yeah, those are good.
That's I can't believe we didn't bring that up until just now. The fudgesicle is excellent.
Yeah, it's a forgotten chocolate.
I should have the share screen on that because it brought those all up and looked at them. Brother, I could do that.
Well, they know what we're talking about.
Instead, I was looking on my nose, looking at the screen. I got one more. I got another thing about that party to mention. So it was after you left. There's an incident with fireworks.
Oh,
Yeah, I was right in the center of it. So they had the Roman candles.
nice.
Yeah. So somebody went before me, lit it up, threw up in the air, bang, 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 bang. I was like, oh yeah, all right, let me get in there. Now I saw how he did it, and I could have sworn he held it with the flame down. I don't know how that makes sense. I could have sworn he held it with the flame down and it shot up. So I went up there. And I lit it. And I was next to cancel, and I lit it. And I'm like, and I put up like this. And he just looks at me and goes, "You gotta get rid of that thing, man." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "You gotta get rid of that." So, first of all, what would you say in that situation? If you saw me holding it upside down, what would you say?
Like point it the other way.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. This is number one. Yeah. You got to turn it around. Point it the other way. Wrong side.
Flip it.
So, yeah,
Flip it. I probably wouldn't even. That's too many syllables. I probably just fucking flip it.
So I was like, "What?" I was like, "All right." I just tossed it. So then, of course,
these are like videos you see in Florida, man.
I know. So then it starts firing the wrong direction back at us. Well, not at us. It went to our left a little bit, which is where the lead guitarist of Modern Refuge was standing. And it was, I mean, he dodged it, man. Thank God he dodged it. It was like, of all people, there's probably 6 people there I'd want to hit with it. It might have been the last person. Might have been the last person I wanted to hit with it. And it went like it was a green fireball. It was going right for him, man. And he just did one of those duck moves.
Mm-hmm.
Very nimble, got out of the way. And it was my fault because I'm an idiot for even though my eyes deceived me. I thought it was weird. I should have still said something. Been sure I was doing it right. Of course, fireworks safety. Love blowing shit up. Sure you know you're doing it right. Otherwise, you blow yourself up. Or
right.
Somebody who actually has talent. Even worse to do. But I blame Cancel for not just giving me this very simple flip it instruction. Flip it. Exactly. So I had to say, whoops.
Yeah, I mean, Roman candles aren't. I don't know if you're gonna kill anybody with a Roman candle. We used to have Roman candle wars where we'd shoot them at each other.
Yeah.
We also had bottle rocket wars too, which were much more dangerous. You used to throw them in wiffle ball bats and shoot them at each other.
That's fun.
The thing we used to do with the Roman candles actually was you shoot them if the street lights are lit. If you could shoot it just perfectly over the street light, it zonks them out for like 10 seconds. I don't know why or how that works, but Sensors, yeah, okay. Because if it's light out, they go off. Yeah. All right, that mystery solved.
Did you ever get hit with one in these Roman candle wars?
I don't think so. I'm sure there's people who did. Maybe you get dinged up a little bit, like fifth degree burn. Probably, yeah.
Everybody's still around.
It's not. I mean, it's not easy to. So, I mean, you were pointing it down.
Yeah, as the recliner said, he said, I looked at you and I said, "Why the fuck is he pointing at his dick?" I was like,
"Oh man."
Yeah, I was like, thanks for the heads up, man. Like, Jesus, nobody owes any help at all.
Oh man, he could have took someone's fucking toe off. All those
Well,
flip flops.
been a lot worse if it was 30 degrees this way. Then it would point it right at me, or 60 degrees that way. It'd be pointed at the rest of the party,
Yeah.
where like adults were. Would have been real bad. But it went kind of unnoticed, except by the people who were there. Just because the people who weren't really paying attention, it just sounds like more shit blowing up. So
Yeah. Did you see the video in? I don't know what state it took place in, but fucking shit was just exploding all over the place.
yeah, Chinese fire drill. Yeah.
We should bring that video up if people haven't
All right,
seen it.
good.
That was.
Good call.
I mean, I don't even know where to find it on Twitter. Fireworks gone bad. It's just one of those videos that just on July 5th just made the rounds on the internet, and I watched it. I watched it a few times. It was
Is that good, huh?
It was. Yeah, it's good because it just gets better and better. I could also see if I could find it.
Fireworks 2022.
Yeah.
Several killed in July fireworks accidents across the U.S.
Yeah, well, that happens. See how many were due to a Roman candle mishap. If you just Google fireworks gone bad 2022, the first video, the first hit is the video I'm talking about. 32 seconds. State? Is that what it was? I don't even know.
I don't know. Wait, what was it again? I got the wrong one. Fireworks
gone bad 2022. Just Google that and it'll be the first video. Should be 32 seconds long.
Got it. All right, let's go. Oh, this is a great setting.
It's a fucking whoever filmed this, they should get an award because it's just like it covers all the bases. It's perfectly centered. There's no movement. Steady cam. It's just perfect. 21,000 views. That's it. Come on. Watch a family's driveway turn into a war zone.
This is it, right?
Oh yeah, this is it. Nice little quiet town. That looks like the Sandlot town a little bit.
It does.
And just some Americans having some fun, lighting off some. Oh, get the kid. All right, good mom there, grabbing the kid.
No!
And then
oh
no. And it's Baghdad.
Holy shit.
I mean, it just gets better and better. I mean, I hope no one was hurt, but except for that minivan, that happened? Dodge Caravan.
Okay, so what happened here?
I watched it a few times, and I mean, who are we blaming? It's got to be...
Well, there's 3 adults right around the thing.
First of all, I know those are kids there, but you can't be lighting fireworks in... Oh, Braves just tied it up in the 10th. You can't be lighting fireworks in a bathing suit, like no shoes, no shirt. Like, you gotta have the proper gear on for fireworks. Sneakers, a shirt, like everything has to be in place. You have to be able to. Maybe just because I used to do it illegally, like at schools, I didn't need to always be able to run. But like, even if you're at your own house, like you gotta protect the merchandise, man. You gotta protect your goods.
100%. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. This freeze frame, this is before they lit it. These 3 idiots. We got to watch those guys carefully. This kid might be a culprit when he comes over here.
Yes.
But also, why are all the fireworks right by the trunk of the car? Right by the engine of the car.
Right by the gas tank.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just ludicrously close to it. It's crazy. And these are real fireworks. This isn't sparklers and shit.
This is real shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's the real deal here. All right.
All right, so they light it.
Oh, so that's what happens. Okay, watch. There. Oh, there it is, right there. Something came over here.
Yes.
Direct hit. So I don't know what that was. That this, what this camera's going to mount it on top of the house. But why would you share this with people? Why? This is a Simply Safe camera. Why would you share it with people?
Oh, this is like a doorbell camera.
Yeah. So okay, so this flame goes over here in this initial fuck up.
This is America's Funniest Home Video. This is the winner. This is number one.
Oh, don't ever. This ends the show. Like ends the 30-year run of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that wasn't it right there. But.
So I'm trying to think what kind of firework this was, because it's like something that was definitely supposed to shoot into the air.
And just blew up on itself.
Yeah, because sometimes if you have like a mortar is supposed to go into a tube that's suctioned at the bottom. And if it's not suctioned at the bottom and there's like air gets in, then it's not going to shoot up.
Yeah, you hear the sizzle where it's supposed to go up. It just stayed grounded.
Yes. It should also probably be done in the middle of the street. Like, why are you doing it on your lawn? Why are you doing it on your front lawn?
Yeah. This guy's walking away already.
That guy might be the most guilty. Like, he almost...
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
And he's not even phased. He's just walking like the Joker.
Yeah.
Look, he blows up the hospital. He's just like...
That fireball came right by the kid.
Yeah.
Right by the baby. I wish I had the John Madden tools right now.
Why is the baby closest... Is the baby in a jumper? Is that a jumper?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this was right. So this was immediately right here. This gets lit up. So anything that's over here is in trouble.
Yeah, it's way too close. You can't have the stuff that close.
Oh, so then there's initial. Okay. So there's fireball went over there. Nobody really noticed because the kids over here guarded the fireworks, of course. This mook right here, clueless.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any booze in the.
Yeah, that was my next point. Not even a beverage to be seen. Like, these guys are blowing shit up sober. They just blew up the neighborhood sober.
Blew up their minivan. Sober. I mean, everybody's going to think you're drunk. You go into work the next day. All right, so that fireball over there. Oh, that bang. Right at this kid's feet. So this kid got fucked up pretty good right here. Does he even make a run for it? Oh, yeah, dancing a little bit. Mm-hmm. Oh, this guy finally acts. There's another person over here.
And then
oh, you idiot! What did you do?
Yeah.
Oh man, that guy just danced there. Look at this guy. Look at his reaction, like a little girl. This is not. Yeah. This is a cancel move. This isn't flip it. Where you should be saying, "Everybody, get the fuck out of here." He's going. Woo, no. Oh,
he wanted to go down with the minivan. Maybe it was his.
Watch him. He's right there. It's almost. He's trying to recreate the Henry Hill scene in Goodfellas. He's running away from the gas station. He blew it up.
Oh,
so he almost recreated it. It's almost Henry Hill running away from the cab stand right there.
Ankle's got a little burn.
That's pretty good.
Socks got a little charred there.
If we were any good at Photoshop, we could put this freeze frame next to the Henry Hill.
Yeah. I mean, this video, I'm sure there was like a few of these videos floating around July 5th, but like this one was so good, it's the only game in town.
Yeah,
it just keeps going. The video cuts off, and it's still going. It's still carnage. Can't believe the baby is sitting courtside in front of everyone. The baby's on the wood. Spike Lee seats.
This is not a very athletic move out of this woman. I'm assuming it's the mom going right for the kid. But not a very athletic move, but got the job done. I watch her pop right up.
Yeah.
Bang. As soon as it happens, she's out. First one out of her seat.
Yes.
Quick, like a cat. This guy's just waiting to get his ankles blown off.
That's the father who's just like, fuck it. Save my size like Costanza.
He's like, this shit's going viral. This one I
I
might
hope
have a bet
I hope my doorbell cam is catching this.
Looking for the green light up there. Here's like a possible drink here. This lady, no idea. Like, shit's about, yeah. You don't know it's gonna get that bad at this point, but
No, as soon as it's on its side and it's shooting towards you, you got to be up and out of there.
See, the problem is this happened so quick after this happened.
Yeah.
That it was almost like you're still reacting to this thing before you could get a hold of what the hell's going on here.
No, right. It's just you're getting it from all angles at that point.
And by the way, it looks like they have shit in the street. Yeah, always there. That's always there.
Yeah, you need a level surface. You need a level surface. Like nobody's lawn is that flat.
Yeah. So like we were doing stuff in my backyard the other day, but those are nothing like this. Those are not legit fireworks. There's like sparklers and some pretty heavy duty ones, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So that lady, so far, that lady's the MVP with that move. Gets right out of there.
There aren't many MVPs. She doesn't have too stiff a competition.
This one is getting out of the way, but just getting closer to where the problem area is. This kid lost. Nobody helped anybody else.
What is this kid in the blue shirt all the way to the left? Is he on the phone?
This guy, yeah, it's called the fire department, probably.
No, maybe not.
But nobody really knows what's going on here. This guy's got to alert people. This kid's just reacting to like feeling heat. This oblivious. Still think about this first thing over here.
Yeah.
Mom stuck around for whatever reason.
Right, Mom should have been out of there faster. And then you have this doofus in the corner. You have fucking what's eating Gilbert Grape over here jumping up and down. Like, what are you doing?
Which corner here? This guy?
All the way in the red, man. Like he's just jumping up and down. Like, jeez.
He was giggling, yeah.
Get out of there, man.
These two guys are phone guy and the main culprit. We're blaming this guy. This guy's furthest away from everything. Has not done a thing to help anybody.
No.
And then boom. Everybody's cleared out.
And then the green shirt kid is like on the neighbor's lawn by the time the minivan explodes.
Where did this kid end up?
I don't know.
Good. He snuck in. Look, he makes a pretty solid move. Pretty solid move by the kid when he eventually realizes what's going on. He comes back down here. He does like a little Barry Sanders. Not Barry Sanders. Who was the guy who's good at going through the tackles? That's what he does right there.
Curtis Martin.
Yeah, little Curtis Martin. All right, let's watch. Let's see it in replay. Bang. Whoop. There he goes. 1-2. Did a little 1-2. That wasn't a bad move. Let's see it again. 1, bang. All right, good job by the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And this, by the way, look at this hero right here running away from the fucking kid. Look at this guy. He's got a little kid right next to him and a woman right here. No, so much for women and children. This guy is Costanza, pushing people out of the way.
He's got a full 2-length head start on the kid.
What the fuck is going on here?
Sorry, Jimmy. Oh man, you're gonna be late for soccer practice tomorrow. Calling Uber.
What a show! What an absolute show!
Oh man, yeah. Wow. See, that's what I want to watch on TV. We were home Monday night, and we turned on the New York fireworks.
Yeah.
We actually put on the show, like Pitbull was performing.
Oh yeah, I missed it this year. It's usually all right.
Yeah, and then we put on the fireworks, and for 5 minutes, and I was like, "This is boring on
TV." It's not the same.
Oh man,
amazing! That is amazing.
I'm going to see Pitbull few weeks.
Where?
Mohegan. My wife.
With the Greek?
No, he wishes. My wife has a friend. I've talked about these people actually. The doctor
Oh yeah.
and his wife.
Wow.
He's not going, but his wife is. He's a hot hot shot at the casino, big roller, high roller, and they had like 4 tickets. He doesn't want to go, and then she has like a friend, and then it's like my wife wants to go, and I was like, I don't have to go, like, I'll just go like to the sports book, and I found out that the seats were like 2-2. They're not together.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And they're free. I mean, they're free tickets. So I was like, all right, I'll go. I mean, there's worse people I could see than Pitbull. I am interested to see, like, what a Pitbull concert is like. I'm in people watching. I'll tell you that.
I always how are the concerts in Mohegan? Like, I always feel like they're a little bit. I've never been there, so who am I to judge? But I feel like it's a little toned down. It's not quite the same seeing a concert like in a stadium.
No.
It's not quite like seeing a concert like in a pure music venue.
No.
I just feel like it's a little bit tuned down. It's just kind of like go play the hits and get out of there.
Yeah, I've only seen 2 concerts. I've seen Billy Joel there once. I saw Springsteen there once, and I saw was it Mohegan? I saw Sebastian there. So I saw a stand up there. I think those are the only 3 times I've been in that arena. Yeah, I mean it's nothing special. It's it's like a tourist attraction, Mohegan.
Okay.
You get But I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. Like, I was trying to look up Pitbull set lists. I don't think he'll go that long. I'm just hoping it's not that long. And I'm hoping he plays like, don't fucking throw any new shit at me. Just play the shit I hear on the radio.
He's got I don't think Pitbull's what you call like an artist.
Well, he came out at the fireworks, and they kept fucking teasing that Pitbull was coming out. So I was like, all right, we'll stick around for Pitbull. And of course, he comes out last before the show starts. And it was like he came out with, it was like some other guy's song, some dumbass country singer. And like Pitbull came out. I don't even know what it was, but it was awful. And like, before I could even say it, I was about to say it. My wife turns to me and she's like, you better not like do shit like this at his concert. And I was like, yes. I was like, you ready? I was about to say that. Like, if he plays any new shit, I'm going to be leaving to go to a blackjack table real fast. Give me fucking Fireball.
You have to do this one?
Is this an old one?
Yeah, it's from a few years back.
Oh, he just stays there, right? I do remember this one. This one never gets old.
Dance the fucking drink here. Spider. Fucking Stephen Petrick.
Oh man, you can't be lighting off fireworks next to a guy in a motorized scooter. Come on, man. They don't put that on the fireworks. They shouldn't have to. It's common sense.
Yes.
When did you get stung by a bee?
On Monday morning.
Fucking dog. My dog got stung by a bee. 2 bees today.
How do dogs do? I can't imagine much better than that.
I don't know. A little sluggish and not great, but I had to pull the stingers out. There's a bunch of bees swarming around, like where I have like some side of my driveway where like plants and flowers and shit. So I went out there right before the show started when it was dark, and I sprayed the shit out of it. Fucking wasp killer, bee killer. Nice. Yeah. It says wasp and hornets. I don't know. It should kill bees, right?
I would assume so.
Fucking bees.
I hate them, man. I just went around and I never do this, but I'd been in the pool and I had to go into the grass to get something. I never go barefoot in my backyard, just had to have it. But I said to grab something that was laying there, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that hurts. I just stepped on one, and then I pull my foot up, and then my second toe, I just see it still stuck. My toes going, zzz, and it's
Yeah.
still stuck right there. I just kind of flicked it off. I was like, fucker. And then I just kind
Yeah.
of limped over. I was like, that hurts a lot more than I remember. Um, so I sat down. I was like, yeah, there's still something in there. I'm like, oh, all right. So I had to put. So she's like, I'll get it. I was like, no, no, no. I was like, I'll get it. I'll go pull the stinger out. Thank you. No, thank you. So I yank it out, and yeah, it hit her for a good 20 minutes, I'd say.
I think I've only been, I don't know, that I could think of. I think I was only stung one time, fifth birthday party, and it was the same bee. Got me 3 times in the face.
Oh no!
Cried like a bitch, dude. It was my lip, my cheek, and like under my eye.
Oh, he
And
went 1, 2, 3.
he just fucking like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, man.
Oh
A few
man!
jabs and a haymaker. I don't think my face did the whole like swell up thing, but I can remember like I'm pretty sure my lip was swollen. Like there was
Yeah,
definitely a little bit of swelling, and it took a little bit to get me back out there in front of all your
I
friends and
bet.
shit, like the whole kindergarten class, and you're fucking
Oh,
crying like an asshole. Yeah, that was traumatic. I don't think I've been stung since, but like I still see bees, and I'm like, cocksuckers. I hate.
I hate it. I hate bees, man. So my brother's allergic. My oldest brother's allergic. I remember him getting stung when he was in high school. When I was a little kid, I forget how long he was in bed for, but he was he was in a bad way. And ever since then, he's hated bees. Just hated them.
Keeps the
I
you got
went,
to keep that Benadryl handy.
yeah, I know, which I didn't have, but good reminder to have it.
I just learned about that an hour ago. You gotta have
There you
Benadryl in
go,
the house.
especially in the summer. But I was working on a golf course one time, and I got stung someplace in my hand when I was doing some like work in like by a little creek. It's like pulling up weeds or some shit. I get stung. At that point, I had been stung a long time, and I was like, maybe I could be allergic now. It's in my family, so let me just go back to the place, go to the clubhouse. The guy gave me stuff to rub on it. Then he gives me 2 cans of bee spray. He's like, go take care of that hive. I went out there, and
Oh,
I got my revenge on the whole fucking family, man, queen and all. I went to the thing, and I went, say hello to my little friend. I just fucking sprayed the shit out of it. And I watched him all die.
see, I wait till it's dark. I'd be afraid that like,
It's my job. I was going to go after dark.
true. I would just be afraid like, there's too many of them. There's more than you think, and then they just like, Macaulay Culkin, My Girl.
Yeah, well,
You
sorry,
can't
man.
see without his glasses.
My H. Don't say that, man. That's gonna make me cry like a bitch now. It's a tough one. I forgot about that line. That's a tough line, man.
He needs his
Dan
glasses.
Dan Aykroyd couldn't handle it. How can I handle it? Oh man,
Yeah, that's a tough one.
there's one time
My Girl too.
I didn't see My Girl too.
Was it?
Are there more bees? There are more bees in it.
Nah, the bees are they don't make the appearance for the sequel. They have a new villain.
Fucking dogs. Rabid raccoon.
I think they left animals out of it. I don't remember who I know she has like a little love interest in it.
My Girl too might have been a little misguided. You only really need one. You can't capture My Girl. The magic of My Girl 1.
It wasn't like a movie you watched and you were like, "Oh yeah, they're really setting you up for the sequel."
What was a better Macaulay Culkin death, My Girl or The Bad Son?
Oh,
Good
Good Son.
Good Son was phenomenal.
She drops him. Is that Jamie Lee Curtis?
I don't think it's Jamie Lee Curtis, is it?
That's him and Elijah Wood.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a million years. But that one, because I knew who Elijah Wood was, I guess. But Macaulay Culkin's a kid from Home Alone, and like watching him get dropped was, I mean, that was like, what the fuck? That was a what the fuck moment in a movie. I did not expect it. I don't know why I was watching that movie.
HBO.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Wendy Crewson is the mother.
yeah, I can picture her. He was evil, little son of a bitch.
Yeah, like they turned him heel right after Home Alone. Like you'd think he'd have a run as like lovable little kid, but like,
Yeah, 93.
oh, she was the first lady in Air Force One.
Ah, wow.
Wendy Crewson. All right. Oh, she's the mother in the Santa Clauses, I guess.
Okay,
That's all I
tough
got.
decision. What? So what happened? So Elijah Wood's parents died or something. They were sent to live with the with the Cruson family or
He's
the
like a cousin. I think he's like a cousin.
right. Yeah, it was a family member, and then Macaulay Culkin just is a complete dipshit. I mean, like a sociopathic dipshit to him.
Oh yeah, like evil, like
Yeah,
so a serial killer in training, basically.
yeah, yeah. Oof.
And then I don't know how they get to this point, but she's holding. They're both dangling from a cliff.
But yeah, it was like the begin in the '90s. The big thing was using that crane to make it look like people are falling. That's why Die Hard. He's falling.
Yeah.
There's like 10 movies where somebody's falling and it's always like falling away from the camera
Hmm.
because they had this thing that like you could put a guy, lay him down, and like drop him, make it look like he was falling.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a
And
big.
spoiler alert. Well, you can go watch the movie and see who she drops, but you could probably
Yeah.
imagine it's
Well,
the evil kid.
we already said which Macaulay Culkin dead.
Yeah, I don't remember what the worst thing he probably killed somebody in the movie, right? Does he kill
I
someone?
think he killed a dog or something.
Oh, what a motherfucker.
I think he killed a dog. Yeah,
That's a great way. That is a great way to make somebody a villain, by the way. Because the opening scene of House of Cards, Spacey
yeah.
chokes out a dog like in the middle of the street.
Oh, right.
And it's like it sets you up. It's like this is a bad guy. That's
Yeah.
all you needed to know. Like anything you see going forward about him that makes you think he's got like redeeming qualities, like just remember this scene. He fucking murdered a dog on the sidewalk.
Henry begins to display psychopathic behavior, which Mark is unable to tell Wallace and Susan. One of his violent actions is throwing a dummy off of a bridge onto a highway, causing a massive vehicle pileup.
That's pretty
He
bad.
then, he then plans to kill Connie. Is that a little sister, maybe? Um,
Um,
I think so, yeah. Mark spends the night in a room. Henry takes her ice skating. I remember this part too. At the pond, Henry purposely throws her toward thin ice, which
oh,
collapses.
I got goosebumps. I'm weak in the knees just thinking about thin ice.
You remember? I remember the scene.
Yeah, I will not go on. You couldn't pay me to go on ice, like where there's water underneath. You couldn't pay me.
Oh no! Why would you? She ends up in a coma. Um,
Puts his little sister in a coma.
so Susan becomes suspicious, even though she doesn't believe Mark initially, and interrupts Henry's attempt to suffocate Connie in her hospital bed. Susan then finds a rubber duck Henry has hidden in his shed. It once belonged to Henry's younger brother Richard and had been with him in the bathtub the night he drowned.
Oh,
The duck went missing after. Oh, he's a collector. When Susan confronts Henry, he coldly reminds her that the toy belonged to him first. He then flips and kindly asks for the rubber duck back. After a violent tug of war, he takes the toy and throws it down a well. Oh, I remember all this as I'm reading it.
I didn't know he
All
killed
right.
his brother.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't think they show it or something, but I forget exactly what happened. Um, Susan and Mark were closer. Henry insinuates he will kill Susan rather than let Mark continue to develop a relationship with her. And a fight breaks out. Wallace locks Mark in the den. Henry asks a suspicious Susan to go for a walk with him while Mark escapes and chases after him. Oh, they want right. Susan confronts Henry, asking if he killed Richard, to which Henry sarcastically replies, "What if I did?" Realizing that Mark was right about her son's true nature, Susan tells Henry that he needs help, but he refuses and fleas. This is how they end up on a cliff.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. You thought it was just a dog. Guy killed his brother. He almost killed his sister.
Yeah,
Jesus.
lunatic.
Yeah. The Wet Bandits were no match for him. Forget about little kids. Thin ice.
What? This is crazy. I don't know. This is an approval rating of 26% and an average rating of 4.27 out of 10.
But that's, you don't think a lot of people nowadays are judging it by like 2022 standards? It is an insane movie to make. Like you couldn't make like a 12-year-old, a
Sure,
legit
you could.
12-year-old villain and have him like kill family members.
Why not?
Because it's just people complain about everything.
Let them complain.
Even
Yeah,
like throwing the dummy off the bridge, people would complain about.
you're giving kids ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need to give kids ideas. I'll tell you that. Kids have ideas. Okay, you don't fucking watch the news. Kids have ideas.
They got
Good.
imaginations.
They can just watch CNN or Fox. They'll get an idea.
Nice, crisp 83 minutes.
Yeah, nice
That's
and
all you
easy.
need.
In and out.
That's
In and
all you
out.
need.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Tells a story. Good guy, bad guy. Figure it out. We lost a great one today. We lost a legend today. James Caan died.
Yes.
I got. I could do without the Yes Network playing the cheesy Fugazi Italian music as they talk about him. It wasn't like the
Oh, I didn't
Godfather
even
theme.
see that. Yeah, I didn't even see that.
It wasn't even like da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. It was like the fake kind of sounds Italian. Like it's in, it's in those like who did we talk about last week? Not Frankie Carbone. We talked about one of those guys. Oh, what's his name? Shit. From Sopranos and Goodfellas. That never,
So,
that never
Tony Darrow.
Yeah, Tony Darrow. We talk about the cheesy Italian, like the mob movies. He's been does like music from one of those. They played it. They talked to that. They talked to him.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, goes down as a legend for The Godfather alone. Godfather 1. Quick appearance in 2, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Not in it, but you know.
Well,
Also some
epilogue.
right. Been acting since 1961. Was still acting today. Was still getting work now. 82 years old. Brian's song Godfather, 71, 72. Be hard pressed to find a better 1-2 punch than that. The Gambler, Rollerball, The Killer Elite, Bridge Too Far, 1941, Beef. Oh, Beef is great. Michael
Thief I haven't gotten around to.
Excellent. A lot of roles as James Caan at some point. I remember him from Mickey Blue Eyes.
Sure, the father from Elf.
Father from Elf, classic. Oh, he's great in Elf.
Not a huge Elf guy, but we'll save that for
No,
Christmas time. No,
not a big Elf guy. Huh?
has nothing to do with James Caan, but
James Caan is why I like it. I think without James Caan, I think I'd be like.
I mean, James Caan is the bright spot in that movie for sure.
I gotta see what this movie is. This Thing of Ours. Huh. He's in a movie, This Thing of Ours. What a cheesy mob movie.
Oh, I'm sure he was in a couple.
Oh, listen to this lineup: Frank Vincent, Vincent Pastore, Chuck Zito, Paul Vario, who Just has the same name. Paul Vario is the real name of Paulie's character in Goodfellas. Pat Cooper.
Bacala hates Pat Cooper.
Does he really? Why?
I forget. Every time he came up on the podcast, he talks about how he hated Pat Cooper.
I met Pat Cooper once.
Nice guy.
He was fun. I just said one thing to him. I saw him do his stand up. I think at Moheat or at the Oakdale, and I got to meet him afterwards, like a function afterwards. And I shook his hand. I was like, "It's nice to meet you." I was like, "Did you do your own stunts for Analyze This?" And he's like, "What do my own stunts? I just sat. They gave me a stool and I sat there." I was like, "Yeah, that was a joke, Pat."
Fucking comedian.
His comedy. Talk about shit you can't do right now. If you watch Pat Cooper stand up, probably couldn't do any of that today.
Offensive or just different?
Very, very racist.
Yeah.
And he's not racist like in the way that Don Rickles is racist. He's racist like in the way that
a racist is racist.
Racists are racist. So yeah, it's tough. It was tough to take. I tried to rewatch something that past couple of years. I had a DVD. I was like, oof, it's rough.
Yeah. Misery. Did you mention that one?
I did not mention Misery. I never saw Misery, but yeah, Misery. Yep.
Misery's good. Misery's a psychological thriller. That's Kathy Bates. Twisted. Stephen King work, right? A Stephen King book?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks like he's in a movie that's going to be coming out. He's got one in the can with Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan. Okay.
I don't know who he plays, but when an aging mob boss is whacked, a loyal friend, Charlie Swift, that's Pierce Brosnan, and hired gun will stop at nothing to bring down the crew coming up that took him out. So that's Fast Charlie coming up. He's in 2 movies that are announced, but it looks like he's not going to be. I'd assume those are not.
If you
I know he's got. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you've seen this movie, but I'll speak to the listeners. If you want to watch a movie that's not a very good movie, kind of like a cheesy sports movie, a little bit over the top, but with some like pretty realistic and real life themes, The Program. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Years ago. Yeah, that's where they lay down in the middle of the road, the highway.
Oh man, I don't even remember. I just remember like steroids, right?
Yeah, I think that was like part of their toughening up was like laying in the middle of the road. I'm like, all right, don't move.
Yeah, it was like a much worse version of Blue Chips.
Yes.
Far worse. Halle Berry's in it though.
Yeah.
And Christy
Omar
Swanson.
Epps. Christy Swanson, she's the kicker, right?
No, you're thinking of Unnecessary Roughness when Catherine Ireland is the kicker.
That might be where they lay down in the middle of the road. Yeah.
That's more of a comedy. I think The Program takes itself very seriously.
All right. Okay. Yep. Joey Lauren Adams.
Scott Bakula is the quarterback in Unnecessary Roughness.
Okay.
And Sinbad.
Yeah,
Sinbad.
It's funny already. I should have waited till you said Sinbad, man. I thought you said it was a comedy.
Yep. Let's see what I got. I got all the movies up here on. He's the bad guy in Eraser, which is like one of like the million, Schwarzenegger hero movies. I'm pretty sure he's the bad guy.
Oh yeah. Right? I don't really remember Eraser. I remember Eraser, but I don't remember anything about it.
I mean, it's one of those it's a dime a dozen Schwarzenegger movies. It doesn't stand out like the way like True Lies. Like True Lies is awesome. Yeah. That stands out. It's classic. Man, Eraser is just,
great cast in Eraser. So Schwarzenegger, Vanessa Williams, James Caan, and James Coburn. James Coburn, another legend. Then you have James Cromwell.
He just super glued himself in a Starbucks.
Yep. Joe Vitarelli, who you know as he's like the right hand man and Analyze This.
Right, I forget his name.
And
Not
then
Tootie, but it's something like that.
yeah, John Slattery
Oh wow.
and Roma Mafia. If you remember her, she's the nurse from Nip Tuck. I don't know, Nip Tuck.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Go. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in the what a worker. Every year just banging stuff out. He's in that Las Vegas TV show, which was not very good, but on for a few years.
It had that what's her face in it though.
Jay Moore's wife.
Her, but there was another one better. Is it Vanessa Marcel?
Oh, maybe.
There's a brunette. There's an excellent brunette in that show.
Yes.
It was like on Channel 11. You throw it on sometimes, and you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good show though.
No, you're not sticking around. It was like an hour-long show too. Tough one.
That's far too long with commercials. You got to sit through commercials pre-DVR.
Yeah, I bet that was like pitched to like all the big time networks, and they all passed on it. Like HBO, Showtime, all the premiums, and they passed on it, and then it went to whoever got it, USA or something. You can't do the same. Yeah, just was working. It's working and working all the way through. Still think he had some good stuff to do, but you know.
He was on Twitter. He was tweeting.
Yeah, he'd always tweeting. He'd always sign it off. James Caan.
Yep.
Classic.
Yeah, there's a couple of his movies that I need to get around to. That this is, I think it's time. The Gambler, I saw parts of.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever saw it the whole way through though. That and Thief.
Thief is really good. Thief is Michael Mann. If you like Heat,
yeah,
and you like the what's the Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise one?
Collateral.
Collateral. If you like those movies, this is right up in that category. Really good.
I have it free on Pluto TV, whatever the fuck that is.
I don't know if I would do Pluto.
Probably.
I think there's gonna be ads.
It's gonna be a lot of ads, yeah. Almost positive, but we'll get around to it one way or the other.
He was in a movie called Sicilian Vampire,
mm-hmm.
2015, and the synopsis is: it's equal parts Goodfellas and From Dusk Till Dawn. Reputed mobster Sonny Trafficante was hoping to get away with the family hunting lodge for a little rest, or to the family hunting lodge for a little rest and relaxation to create some memories. Instead, what he got was a night he will never forget. So, to me, it sounds terrible, obviously, but one of the main actors in it is Daniel Baldwin. This is like him doing Cleaver in real life, basically.
Yeah. Cleaver come to life.
Instead of Goodfellas, meets Saw, it's Goodfellas meets Dusk Till Dawn.
And what was it called?
The Sicilian Vampire.
Oh wow, yeah, yeah, it is Cleaver.
Papango.
Oh man, wish we could have actually sat down and watched the full movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, ugly collision in San Diego. Oh,
let's see it.
Somebody took a knee to the throat.
Who'd you get?
It was knee to the head. It was I don't even know who their shortstop is or their left fielder. Profar? Is that Jurickson Profar?
He's probably playing short, yeah.
The left fielder is the one who took the worst of it.
All right. Well, and you got anything else for tonight? What do we got? Oh, one more thing about James Caan.
Yep.
I'll close with this because it's not a very good point. But without James Caan's part in The Godfather, our generation would never know the term causeway.
Yeah.
It seems like a term that's been lost to the past. So if you're living in 2022, you're either in your 80s, you're either a Godfather fan or a serious fan of history or something. But there's no other way. But that's a term that we just don't use anymore.
Yeah,
I've
you never hear
used
that.
the term. I never used that term causeway outside of The Godfather.
Outside of The Godfather, I don't think I've ever used the word causeway.
Never. There you go. Jake told you it was a very good point.
It's
All
relevant.
Thanks. I don't know. I didn't know it was relevant, but thank you. All right. Well, good show, man. You can wrap it up unless you got any final touches you want to put on it.
No, I think that's it. Check in with everybody on next Thursday. I think it's Yanks Sox again. I think if it's a 4-game series, it might be a 3-gamer. I don't know. Might be Yanks Reds, but regardless, we'll be here.
Oh yeah, last of the Yanks Reds.
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, not quite the same.
Saul starts Monday, so we'll have that to talk about.
Oh yeah, it's right. Good call, man. Better call.
Saul, and then a week from Monday, the Jeter doc starts. So we got some stuff to take us through the summer.
Yeah, the Jeter. Yeah, it's like 7 parts or something.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm not gonna do 7 parts on Jeter. That's not. Is the first part going to end with him getting drafted? Like, how long is it going to go?
It's his whole career.
I know. That's
Yeah, I mean,
Monday after. All right, let's talk next Monday. Or next Thursday. Let's try and break down what the 7 parts are going to be about.
I think I've already seen a little bit online.
Yeah, but you don't know what the breakdown is by episode.
I think they broke down the first few.
Oh. Okay. Well, then maybe it's not so fun of a game to play.
Yeah, I don't remember it. I could play again because I don't remember it, but I think it's pretty chronological.
Yeah, of course, but like it's just like where does one start, where does one end? Of course, it goes in order. I don't think they're going to bounce around. But like, where does the first one end? What's the second one based on? You know what I mean? Obviously, one is the start. Obviously, one is the start, and 7 is the Hall of Fame, right? I mean,
Yeah. And they'll do like I'm sure one will be dedicated to like 09. Heavy on 09.
Yeah, one for the ring there. Injury year, shoulder. You only got hurt a couple of times, the shoulder and rehabbing the broken ankle.
Yeah, and he's going for 3,000.
3,000 would be big.
The hamstring.
Yep. So yeah, there's a lot of content. It seems a lot for Jeter though. Seems a lot for one guy.
Yeah, but it's not for everyone else. It's for us. That's the way I look at it.
Fair enough.
I don't want other people to like it.
I hope they don't. Hope they hate it.
Yep. So.
All right. Well, good show. Thanks as always for tuning in. Appreciate you spending the time with us here at Sunday Pour. We'll be back here